Hey up everyone, I'm back again. So I just wanted to do a very quick comparison between these handsets, which have quite a high emphasis on premium design. Up here we've got the Galaxy Alpha running Android KitKat versus the iPhone 6 running the latest iOS, which is 8.1.2. On the right we have the Lumia 830, which is running your latest Windows phone, which is Lumia Denim. And I have to say, in terms of these three handsets, there's certainly different areas which I think they have strengths and weaknesses. We can start off first by just looking at the screens on each device, I think in terms of the preference that I have in regards to these displays, I'm probably going to give it to the Samsung, which they all have very nice displays indeed, if you look at them from like angles, etc. But if you really tilt them kind of thing, you can see that the Alpha does retain its colour accuracy and vibrancy in pretty much any angle, I think they're all about similar in terms of the actual pixel density, with the Alpha coming in with a very nice 312 ppi compared to the Nokia Lumia, which is at 294 ppi, and the iPhone 6, which comes in at 326 ppi. So these two are obviously the most dense screens, but I think in terms of your day-to-day usage, both of them, well, all of them should I say, look very decent when you're using the devices. I'd probably say that the Lumia 830 looks much better in terms of the outdoors viewing, and that's probably down to Nokia's clear black display technology. But other than that, I think in terms of my day-to-day preference, I do like the Alpha's display. Thankfully all of them have quite a thin bezel ratio as well, so they are kind of maximizing the screen real estate. But again, there's little differences in regards to the form factors on each of the devices. Obviously on the iPhone you're getting a very nice metallic build which is curved off around the edges, whereas the Alpha gives you a more iPhone 5S kind of look, and it's got very nice chamfering on the edges, whereas the Lumia has a metallic kind of banding around it with a plasticky back and a curved screen at the front. So they all, to me, have a very nice premium aesthetic about them. I'd probably give, in terms of premium, again to the Galaxy Alpha, which I'm probably going to get accused of being Samsung fanboy, but I have to say I do like the chamfering of the edges, I think they go a little bit further than the iPhone in regards to the premium. However, I do think that iPhone is more ergonomic in the hand and feels more comfortable than the Alpha, whereas the Lumia 830 just strikes a happy medium. I wouldn't say it's the most ergonomic of devices because it is a 5-inch device, obviously a bit bigger than these two, but it does feel very premium and solid, and costs half the price as well. So it's amazing what Nokia's done to keep up with the more expensive handsets. But other than that, there are differences in regards to the cameras on all of them as well, with your Samsung 12 megapixel camera, which is an ISOCELL branded camera, capable of 4K and full HD and all the good stuff. On the iPhone you get a more conventional 8 megapixel camera, which is, I think, is a BSI sensor with focal pixel technology, and it's got a dual tone flash as well for more even light distribution. On the Lumia we have a very nice Carl Zeiss 10 megapixel camera, which gives you full HD recording but no 4K, unfortunately. Both the iPhone and the Lumia don't support that, unfortunately. I would have thought I would have seen 4K on the iPhone. I think that's a bit stingy of Apple not to put that in. I think the dual core processor would be able to handle it because it is very powerful. But I have done some testing in regards to the cameras on each device, and I have to say overall I'm very pleased with the results, but I'm particularly surprised with the Lumia 830. It seems to be able to keep up with these two devices, even though, as I said, it is more affordable. In terms of like zoomed in kind of shots, I did notice a little bit better performance with both the Alpha and the iPhone, but I'm very impressed when it comes to the Lumia 830 when it comes to that. I did take a few pictures like facing the sun, and none of the images came out overexposed or blown out, so very decent performance from all of them here. I couldn't find the 16:9 option on the iPhone, so apologies for that, but I'm still learning in regards to iOS. But as you can see, very nice colourful pictures here. I think the iPhone's a little bit more colourful with these particular images, but obviously the Lumia is not far off. And again, another picture facing the sun, and impressive level of detail on all of them. So very minimal in terms of the differences. And on this one you can see that the red tends to be very punchy in the Lumia shot, so it's definitely standing out there. And then finally some low light ones, which the iPhone tends to handle quite well. I think the Lumia is a little bit more blurry here, but it still does quite well. The Alpha is very bright on this picture, but the iPhone and the Lumia are a bit darker here. Do bear in mind the Alpha does support 4K, however it is crippled a little bit in the fact that there's no microSD, and you're going to get like 32 gigs as the maximum storage. So I think all of them are very excellent cameras on these devices, but obviously there's slight differences in terms of the specs on each of them as well, with the Alpha sporting its very nice octa-core processor, which is Exynos processor, which gives you like two quad cores put together, one for power saving, which is Cortex A7, and one for your extreme like multitasking, which is Cortex A15. And it's called the Exynos Octa 5430. And comparing against that, you've got the iPhone, which is coming with its dual core Cyclone processor, which is ARM based, V8 based, and that's paired with the PowerVR GX6450 quad core graphics chip, and you get 1 gig of RAM with it as well, so it should be enough for basically more intensive tasks. Been very surprised by the performance on the iPhone. I was expecting it to be quite behind the latest Android flagships, but that's not necessarily the case. And with the Lumia 830, We're going down the scale a little bit with the 830 with the Snapdragon 400, and that's clocked at 1.2 gigahertz. And the architecture for that is Cortex A7. So and you get an Adreno 305 graphics as well with that. So a bit more modest in terms of the specs, but it pushes along Windows Phone 8.1 very smoothly for the most part. Now and again you might see some lag, like when you're going back into stuff and going out of them, but that's probably due to the transitions a bit. However, I am very impressed with the performance of the iPhone in terms of going into apps and stuff. As you can see, virtually the same when it comes to going up against the octa core of the Alpha. Even quicker on Google apps. Google's own apps seem to load like quicker on iOS, which is quite perplexing. A bit quicker there with the Alpha. Again, a little bit quicker there on the iPhone. So if I had three hands, I'd do all of them at the same time, but I think in terms of the raw performance, these two are a little bit better. But I think one thing which makes the iPhone really stand out is the level of polish on the actual operating system. As you can see, I do have very similar apps across all of them, and if we just have a look at the Uber app, if we have a look at the Uber app on the iPhone, you can see how much polish there is with the equivalent there. I haven't actually downloaded the Uber app on the Windows Phone device because it's got very poor reviews. I think it's broken at the moment and they need to fix it, but you can really see the level of detail and quality there. I think this maturity extends across the whole iOS platform, but I think where the Alpha leverages its own advantages is in terms of the feature set, which it gives you a very nice suite of like health apps, and you can use that to monitor your heart rate, for example, by putting your finger on the back. You can see it light up red, and if you're not a zombie or undead, it should detect it. Maybe I'm a zombie. Maybe I should apply for Walking Dead. There we go. So I am alive, as you can see. You do get a nice health suite of apps on the iPhone though, as you can see, which gives you kind of like detailed information in regards to how many steps you've walked, as well as data on your health, your vitals, etc., body measurements. So it is looking after you in itself. I think another area where the iPhone trounces the Alpha is in regards to the fingerprint sensor, which if we just lock both of them, all you have to do really is just put your finger there or thumb and you're in. Beautiful, buttery, and no hassle whatsoever. But I have had some big issues with the Samsung fingerprint scanners. It takes me on average I'd say 2 to 3 times to get in. Sometimes I can do it first time though, but it's very rare, and I think it's well implemented on the iPhone. Unfortunately you don't get that on the Windows Phone, but obviously there needs to be some improvements in regards to lock screen options on the Lumia devices. but where the Lumia does hit back is in regards to the video recording. And in the Lumia app, you can go in there and then into settings, and you can see that you can get some really nice Dolby Digital Plus recording there, as well as I think it supports high definition audio as well, which gives you much better like sound when you're doing your recording. You don't get that on either of these. And it does also have some other nice advantages as well, such as the excellent glance screen where information comes up on here. You can customize that to your heart's content. You don't get that on both of these. And also you get a removable storage, 128 gigs worth of that, and a removable battery, which granted you can get on the Alpha, but the battery is bigger on the 830, which I've not had any issues with the battery life on the 830, but you're going to have some issues with the battery life on this if you kill it. And I have done some power saving modes, but I still can't get it to last anywhere near as long as the iPhone, which comes with its 1810 mAh, but somehow it manages to last the whole day. And it's really amazing how they've optimized the battery life on the iPhone. So in terms of battery life, I put this first, this last, and this in the middle. Yeah, you know, I think all of them are very impressive devices overall, but there are some, you know, trade-offs here and there to be had. I'd probably give the app experience maturity of the platform to the iPhone, which you know, just feels really nice and everything just works, like the software and hardware is in perfect harmony with itself. I'd give the extra features and functionality to the iPhone, to the Alpha, getting confused now, which as you can see, you get all your download booster, power saving modes, etc., as well as your multitasking modes, as well as your S-Health apps, and also a very nice AMOLED display with this nice chamfered design. And on the Lumia, I'd give it, in terms of the video recording, which is going to be much higher quality. Granted, it doesn't do 4K, but when I say high quality, I'm talking in terms of the audio. You're also getting a bigger screen, and also a very nice metallic build about the device. And let's not forget, it's probably half the price of these two devices from a lot of places. So yeah, you know, and there's a bigger battery with removable storage, so you can't go wrong there really. But you know, all of them very nice devices, and I'm sure that one of them will appeal to you over the other. But I hope you enjoyed this little comparison review, and you know, leave a comment if you want, or thumbs up the video, and I will see you next time. Cheers.